Welcome to another episode of The Riot, where we will be discussing some very, very fun stuff brought to you by John Robert Powers. And also, we have a special guest tonight that I truly love and am most utterly in love with.
Of course, we're going to be talking about recognizing and enhancing talent. Along with that, we're going to be talking about Twitter feuds. We're going to be talking about
and another shark story.
Yep, and bringing you more music from, I don't know where this came from. Also, a sneak peek at a new show here on NMF TV.
So stick around and tweet us at TheRiotPH, at Chewy and at Joyce Spring. Let's start the show. Let's get it going. This episode of The Riot was brought to you by John Robert Powers. We make it happen. Hey!
Welcome back from that quick break. Yep, it's another week of The Riot, another episode of educating
the young minds with things that they probably already know but don't recognize at all. But hey, just a quick self-promotion thing. Please do check out joyspring.com, as we did launch it last Sunday right here in NMF TV. That was fun, right, Ange? Yeah. But you weren't here. She wasn't here. Neither were you. Right, guys?
I didn't get the invitation.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, if you were really my friend, you would have known that it was my launch, since it was everywhere on my Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere feed.
Well, you know, funny thing about Twitter, I don't really check Twitter anymore. I only check it for traffic.
You always tweet though, and Chewy actually tweets a lot of clever stuff.
I tweet, but then it's like I don't read it. You know how
I get that. I'm also like that.
You know how like you go through, and there's something wrong with my Twitter where I can't.
Where nothing interesting comes up. Oh
no,
my gosh.
my notifications, they don't come in.
Yeah.
That's
on the settings of your Twitter. Anyway, yes, so please do check us out. It's joyspring.com. Also on YouTube, Joyce to the World. And we talk about that because today we will be talking about recognizing talent.
Yes.
And honing it.
Honing. I like that word, honing talent. Right? Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, talent could go beyond just even what people see as talent. You know, you might not even know that you have a special talent that you think is something that you're embarrassed about, but really it's something that other people are amazed at.
So this could be considered as talent? That's talent, right?
Yeah, because not a lot of people can do rubber facey thing.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. There, do it. Could you just stretch it? Oh, like the hot right there, screen cap of the week right there, guys. But
before we go on to our topic for this week, and of course our wonderful guest for tonight, which is who is the best singer ever in the entire world that ever lived, best ever in the entire world that ever lived. Let's talk about our headlines of the week.
Headlines of the week.
Yeah.
Headlines. We didn't record it. Oh, next time. All right. Anyway, headlines of the week.
Something really gross.
Okay, let's start with something which you don't really expect from marathons or marathon runners out there.
Or just from normal people in general.
Yeah, because normal people don't really even think about this. But I mean, his and her own ways, whatever. A woman ran a marathon without a tampon to take a stand against period shaming. There she is. And this right here is design. This is design. I can't reach that far. That's period.
Not design.
That's period.
That's period.
That's not design.
Here's the deal. I was trying to figure out what period. Oh my gosh. I was trying to figure out what period shaming is. And I don't understand what this woman is fighting for. I read the article and she was like, I wanted to take a stand for women all over the world who don't have access to, sanitary pads, which we understand, happens. But I'm sure those women also find a way to catch the blood and take care of it and clean themselves, because this is a natural phenomenon, especially for women, who are not pregnant. Definitely, it's a biology thing. It's not something that people shame you for. I don't understand what she was fighting about, but then
could it be the one where you suddenly get your period and people go, ah, But then that only happens like what, in the 5th grade when you first get your period and stuff like that?
She says, to me, period shaming is when you, as someone who is experiencing the bleeding, have to make somebody else comfortable before yourself.
What?
That's not the case, Ed. This is more of like sanitary issues. Where can you honestly tell me to my face that you feel more comfortable when you were letting blood run down between your legs instead of just catching it with a tampon? Honestly, do you honestly feel better?
For guys, let's say you took a shart and let it run down your legs instead of taking care of it. That's how bad of the image it is in my mind.
Yes.
It's weird. Why? Oh God, I don't care about you. I do though. Whatever feminist movement you are, sweetheart, go ahead. Do your thing. But man, can you explain it better for all of us to understand? I like how she's trying to make a difference, but the difference isn't so clear yet. You know? No.
And she was trying to fight for something that she didn't fully understand yet. Her saying that she thinks her next step, being the operative word, her next step to understanding the issues she addresses even further by working with and learning from those in the field around the work.
The period field. There's such industry. Welcome to the period field. Anyway, we're going to move on with more stories. Let's go to the shark one because we like sharks here. Let's save that one for last, but there's one that we really like here. Running theme, people touching sharks for some reason. Here we go. So a man pats great white shark casually. We have a video coming up for you here. Here he is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Aw, cute. And he touches it again. That's what I do to my dog. That's his exact reaction, too. He's like, no, don't touch me. Wow.
That's awesome.
And some people wonder why they get hurt. I didn't know what I did wrong.
I don't know. I was just trying to touch it. I lost my arm.
I know. He pulled me in with the best of them. I don't know. Why do you think people do... I don't know. It's not stupid. I guess it's like normal for him. It's like,
it's like this guy. We had a quickie. A guy who was trying to take a selfie with a.
Quick news. It's a quick news bit. Yeah, quick news bit.
This guy in our quickie story, we talked about how he tried to take a selfie with a python. And he ended up getting bitten by the python. His entire left arm was turned purple.
And I know he spent so much money just trying to...
He spent about $113,000.
Yeah, there you go. Just trying to get it back. Also, there's also the guy that took the selfie, and then he plummeted to his death because he was on the edge of a building, and then he was trying to take it, and then he was like, "Whoa!" Wild, right? Wild. What people do for photos. Where did you guys find this? Is this on an Instagram video or is this Facebook? Yeah, you think he's cool with all his friends now? All those likes?
I'm pretty sure he's cool now, but I doubt he'd do it again.
But aside from that shark, imagine touching this shark in the nose. There's a massive shark that they caught in Australia. A lot of people think it's fake. A lot of people think it's true. I kind of feel bad that they're presenting it this way. You know, he's dead. But it's...
that gives me...
what's the term that I want to use? Abnormally big for the shark in that region, and they all freaked out. How did they catch it? Fishing vessel? It looks like a fishing vessel, but if you can see in one of the photos, they already chopped off his fin, as that is like already a big industry. Yeah, there you go. That's a big industry already. But because sharks are not bad people, as we can see for the past 3-4 weeks that we've been featuring sharks on the show. It's people that make the mistake. But yeah,
I read this article that has this idea in a nutshell. Remember that when you're in the sea, the sharks are not the ones that are plummeting your environment. You are the people who plummet their environment. You know, so it's not their fault. That's their home, guys. You're basically crashing their homes.
It's like when aliens come here.
No, that doesn't make sense, dude, because there are no aliens, unless proven so.
There are aliens. We're going to find this article. Like Megalodon. There was a Megalodon, man.
There's a fossil of Megalodon. There are no fossils of aliens because they do not exist.
Anyway.
Unless proven otherwise.
Anyway, this is the one thing that I really wanted to get to. There is a song out there, once I walked in to the control room.
Ange Perez, our producer, loves so much. She just wanted it to be featured on the show.
Yeah.
She was like, surprise!
Let's take a listen to it. I mean...
Okay nang yan
she's pretty,
ka naman dyan, wag umiyak. Di pa katapusan ngayon ko lang to sasabihin sa'yo.
What language is this?
It's Filipino.
Surprise! Happy breakup, hindi na tayo happy breakup.
Surprise!
Wala na tayo
happy breakup, hindi na tayo
happy breakup sa'yo.
Ang ganda! Good vibes!
Wherein Vice Ganda tries her best to act as if he really liked the song. Ang ganda!
May sayaw yun! Happy breakup!
Surprise!
Can we just call in our producer here,
Why'd you
Ange,
like
please,
this?
to join us?
Why'd you like this? I'm so curious as to...
No, I didn't like it.
Okay, Ange.
I didn't like it.
Okay, Ange. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our producer.
Wait, don't we have a
Ange.
wireless here that works?
No,
Why do you like it?
I don't like it, but it's catchy.
It's
But it's
okay.
catchy.
Wait, no, stay.
Yeah. Yes!
Since it's catchy,
Yes, girl.
let's do the dance steps with Ange Perez in
Can we, can we see it?
in surprise. I know it.
Here you go. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Gian.
Cut it.
Yeah, got it.
What? From surprise, ah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Surprise!
Happy breakup, hindi na tayo happy breakup. Ulul mukha mo. Ay, sorry, mali pala yung lyrics ko. Okay.
Okay.
Love it, Ange. I mean, your taste in music is just getting better by the years.
I know. By the years.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah.
What were
But-
you listening to before this? Okay.
Another Donovan song.
Who is she?
Kakai babe, kakai babe, kakai
Where are you guys
babe.
getting these songs? Who is she?
She's the original pabebe girl. I think that should be her tagline.
The original.
Like, hindi pa
Pabebe
uso
girl.
ang pabebe na si Donnelly. And I've met her, and she's literally just pabebe. It's not even like a front. It's really her personality. Hello po! And she's this tiny girl, tinier than Hana. And Hana's a tiny girl. She's tinier than Hana. She's like a baby. She's a bebe. And, you know, we show this video because Donnelly is a multimedia superstar. She has a lot of YouTube and online followers. And she also does a lot of rapping, singing, and dancing.
Do you have a rapping video of her?
Yeah, it's part of the song. Do you have the rapping part of the song?
Yeah.
You have to fast forward.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
She's pretty. Why is she like this?
This is recorded, right?
Yep.
She's.
You want to play the whole song?
No, I
No.
just want to hear the rapping part.
We just want to hear the rap part.
Okay, sure. All right, just scrub right through it. But I don't understand why she has to. Is this like? Does she have a reason why she's like that?
No, honestly,
or was she dropped as a baby? What was going on?
She probably was. This is, hey, can we just cut this part already? Where we're,
We'll just show you during the break.
No, I want to show Chewy kasi sayang sa memory. Anyway, but yeah. Cut back. Yes, so that was Donovan Bartolome, where she was showing her talent in Gandang Gabi Vice. And today, or whatever time of the day you're watching the show, we will be showing you something that is related to this video, which is recognizing talent.
Yes. I don't know how much you can recognize from that. But we do have a guest coming in also.
Who is incredibly talented. The
Yes,
best singer
yes.
ever in the entire world, ever.
And from one bad song to a great song, watch this. How old is she? 9? 10? 9-year-older kick her ass with an original song. Here we go. Let's take a break here real quick.
When I'm bored
rough sometimes, but music saves the day. We got you and I, we can save the day. And it gets rough sometimes, but music saves the day. We got you and I, we can save the day.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there, and I know when I need it, I can count on you like.
Welcome back to the Riot. Wow, Italia, man.
I know, it's just incredible. A girl her age just can just, it's natural, I guess. It comes naturally to her.
9 years old, and that is exactly why we played her video. You can check it out on her own YouTube channel. I think it's Talia Girl 300. And then watch the rest of her videos. She doesn't just sing, she also plays the ukulele. She plays the drums, and she also dances. And that was her first original song that we recorded together. So thank you, Talis. I love you.
What's her Instagram? I love her Instagram videos.
Talia Girl 300. She does video stars too. So check it out. And tonight we play that because we wanted to segue right into our topic for tonight, brought to us by John Robert Powers, which is recognizing and enhancing talent. Take that.
You know what?
Nice job, Holmes.
Let's mention it. Homer, that's talent. There you go.
Homer, that's talent.
Homer, that's talent. Anyway.
And it takes a while to really, for some of us, to recognize the talent that we have, because especially here in the Philippines, you know, uso-uso yung, anak, sayo ka kay tito, bibigyan ka niya ng 50 pesos, diba ganon? Or kung ano man, diba? So it's really hard because, you know, in the Philippines, everyone is such an entertainer.
Yeah, I have friends that came into the country just the other day, and they were saying, how do you guys stand out? Because we've been hanging out at a bar in the hotel, and he goes, everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. You give a Filipino a guitar, he can probably play it within 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and how do you stand out, and how do you even figure out you can do it?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. We're born into it. We're Filipino. You know?
We kind of are, but so tonight we're gonna be talking about how you can recognize your own talent, and in that sense, furthermore, to enhance it and, you know, maximize your potential as an artist. So tonight we actually have a very special guest who's the best artist ever.
Yes.
Please welcome on the Riot, Hana ACBD! Hana, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello. She's not my best friend. No, she's not. We don't know each other. We only met now.
Yeah.
You look a little familiar.
Yeah, I think I met you once in a bar.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Maybe I tried to hit on you.
Yeah.
Joyce's stuff in the bar, man.
Meeting Joyce in the bar.
Meeting Joyce in the bar.
Maybe I tried to hit on you. No, but yes, welcome to the show, Hana. We're really excited to have you here because I know and Hana and I have been friends for the longest time. Too long, actually. Medyo sawa na kami sa isa't isa.
7 years, 8 years.
7 years or 8 years, yeah. Long time. My longest friend ever also with Faith Benitez. You took up every class there is to take for music. What are the classes that your parents enrolled you to?
I did violin lessons and then piano, and then I learned guitar by myself and also voice.
Didn't you do theater and dance?
It's Joyce.
But were these forced onto you, or did you actually have interest in them before you started? Or
Actually, I don't know because I started at like 5 years old, so I don't know if it was an interest of mine.
So you're so young.
Yeah.
But aren't you glad? Because this is the one thing everybody says. I wish when I was younger, my parents gave me lessons in this or that, and then because now they figure out, they're like, oh God, I can't. It's really hard to pick up an instrument and try to play it.
Yeah.
And you know, and not just that, like, people who wanted to take acting classes also, just as a child, you know.
So did you ever ask your parents like why?
Why am I so talented?
I think it's my mom's frustration.
To be an artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because she can't sing. She tries to sing.
Okay.
But it's cute when she sings.
Okay.
All our moms try to sing anyway. So it was kind of a thing where you stumbled upon it and then you recognized and figured out that, oh, hey, I have a talent in this. And then parang the enhancing started before the recognizing. I feel like your parents already, you know, recognized the talent in you before you actually got into the whole thing.
Maybe. Because I was too young. I was just 5. So
Yeah, you don't remember now.
maybe they were just like, oh, you have to do piano lessons.
But
every
it helps.
Saturday.
But it helps because I know that you did classical piano, but now the kind of music that you create is indie.
Yeah, super layo. So my mom was like, oh, I wanted you to be a classical
Pianist.
artist. Yeah.
No, but like, what they always used to tell us when we were in school is that you need to learn the rules first, or the core, before you can break the rules and make your own, right? So I think with everything, it's a really good start.
Yeah.
It's figuring out the technicality before you can make art with it.
No, and it's better than yung mga ibang artists dyan, they know how to play, pero they don't know how it works or how to create, diba?
Oh, that's me. Because I can write a song and have and this is what Hana and I would always do. I have lyrics in my head and then she would put music to it. Because I learned the piano by myself also, so I just know how to play the chords, you know. Yung lapat lang of the chords is how you do it. But I think, okay, to break it down for people who are watching, how do we recognize talent? Like Hana, when you see a fellow artist, how do you know that that person has talent? Na hindi lang siya yung parang pa-cute lang na, oh, because I can sing, I'm gonna write a song and then make it popular.
I think talent is making do with what you have. Like, let's say you want to be a photographer, tapos meron ka ng digicam.
Yeah.
But you can take like the best photographers in the world. So for me, it's like, yun nga, making do with what you have lang.
Maximizing whatever resources you have now. That makes sense because I saw this article recently where a top-notch model fashion photographer in the States took photos of supermodels with that yung 3G cam before. I'll show you a photo later. But like a 3G cam, a super low resolution photo, and the photos ended up looking amazing because talent
it's a talent, yeah.
Yes. How about you, Chewy? How do you think you recognize talent?
Man, we should have made Hana go last because she was like, fuck, that was a really good answer.
That's a really good answer. Making do with what you have.
No, because for me, it's usually when I see someone that I can recognize. I don't recognize talent, but I recognize potential.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to singers. When I hear them sing, I go, you know what? I know what to do, and I know what song to tell you to sing, to make, to work with what you have, what talent you have, or what tone, or what. Basta, yung the little things that you have in your voice that makes it a bit unique. I can tell you what to sing, and then what we can do together, so that you can have not hits, but things that people would appreciate, and it would come out as art and beautiful, you know. Yeah.
In whatever sense of the word it can come out.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I think it, yeah, like, damn it, you still have a good answer. Can we go to Hana last next time?
Okay, let's do that next time. For me, I think recognizing talent is more of finding passion with a person. I've observed that the most talented people also are passionate. So their talent thrives on passion kasi. So when you see somebody who is so passionate about what they do, automatically most of the time, it connotes to talent, because somebody cannot be too passionate about something without knowing innately that they can be good at it. So that is how you recognize talent. For those of you who want to, you've already recognized your talent. For example, you're a talented artist. You know how to paint. It comes natural to you. There are people that bigyan mo lang ng paintbrush colors, they come out with beautiful paintings. Or you're a photographer, you're a natural born speaker, natural born dancer or singer. How do you enhance it? Chewy, Hana last day.
Yes. The best investment you can ever make in life is not in stocks, is not in insurance, is in yourself. Like Hana, your parents made that investment for you. Did you actually, no, quick question, did you go into any other lessons after by yourself?
No.
Okay, just that. Okay. Well, yeah, if you want to start in something, of course you have to take the time and invest in learning the basics, like how Hana learned classical. Don't be the fool that went out and bought the most expensive camera there is and said, oh, I'm a photographer because I know how to use auto or whatever. Learn how to take shots with simple stuff, you know, like what you were saying. Talent, nangingibabaw yung talent mo eh. So yeah, I think that's how you enhance it, just investing in yourself. And it's not just investing in yourself, it's really finding what it is you truly want to do, because if you're going to do it half-hearted, then it's, you know.
How about you, Hana? And you know, you've been an artist for the longest time, 5 years old, as you said. How do you constantly enhance it? Obviously you went to these classes, but I'm sure you burn out sometimes. Parang, okay, ayoko na. There was a time, diba, when you said like, ayoko na, I don't want to paint anymore, I don't want to make music anymore. And then you go back. How do you constantly enhance in going back to your music, to your talents?
What I do is I just practice. Kasi nawawala eh. Hindi nawawala yung talent, but like what you know, nawawala siya.
You get rusty is the term, yeah? So practice.
Practice.
That's a good answer.
It's like riding a bike, diba? Yeah.
Not really.
You'll never forget how to ride a bike.
Yes.
You know, mga ganun. Ikaw, how do you enhance it and hone it?
I observe. I watch the best hosts in the world. I watch Jimmy Fallon. I read the best books, try to at least, and understand them, because I read this book. I'm already quoting a book. I read this book that said, every great leader needs a mentor. But not everyone can get a mentor that's still alive. Sometimes you want mentors that are already gone. Like, I want Maya Angelou to be my mentor, or Ravi Zacharias to be my mentor. But they're far from me, and Maya Angelou has already passed away. So you observe their works. You observe how they live their lives. And you'll see a pattern. You see the pattern in the sense that all the greats, and even like the Bachs and the Schumanns and the, you know, Chopins of the world, they lived in the sense where they don't stop when the inspiration is not there. They keep working so that the inspiration comes back. As to what Hana was saying, that you lose it eh. Talagang sometimes you just don't have inspiration. I personally sometimes feel like I have nothing to pour into my art. Like, you know, I would tell Hana that writer's block, singer's block, whatever you call it, I'm out. I'm out of fuel. So, something that could help you enhance your talent is to watch how the greats did it. Like, Beethoven should be the #1 person that you should be watching out for. Somebody who by biology didn't have anything to, you know, to create music, but he did. He made the best, most beautiful sonatas that the world still listens to now. Or you see with the kind of books that they read, the kind of music that they listen to. Like, Hana listens to all areas of music. Like, you can see her listening from EDM to trap to classicals to all these things, because you pick out and you nitpick all of these great things from the people who lived before you and who already studied it. This book from Austin Kleon is called Steal Like an Artist, and it talks about how nothing that we are making now is original. Nothing that we are making out is original. Everything is stolen from somebody. And stealing like an artist means that you are getting ideas from all of the greats and making it your own. That is stealing. That is stealing like an artist. Plagiarism is basically copying. Like, you get a chord pattern, put it down. You get the lyrics, you jumble it, and then, you know, that's your song. That's plagiarism. But stealing like an artist is taking something, turning it into your own, and making it an even more beautiful art, at least to your own sense. So I think that's how you really enhance your talent, is to watch other talented people do it.
Also, to add on to that, this just came across my mind, like what you two were saying, like Hana, nagsasawa ka tapos binabalikan mo, and ayun.
Parang pag-ibig lang.
Talaga. Tapos magsawa ang mga tao na yun. Tapos babalikan ka naman anyway. Anyway,
Walang isang salita.
what I was trying to get to is you have to be patient, and if you get writer's block or ayun, you get burned out doing something. A songwriting process that someone I forgot who was lecturing, but someone was lecturing about it, is they'll write a song and then they'll write another 2 or 3 songs, and then they'll just leave it for a while, and then later on, maybe a few months or a year, they'll write another song when the inspiration comes back, and then they'll just chop up that other song, and they'll be like, hey, you know what, if I probably rushed into making this other song, it wouldn't turn out as great as John Mayer. John Mayer does that. Yeah. It wouldn't be as great as the song
that it eventually became.
Yeah. Most of the songs that we do here today are borrowed lyrics from previous songs. Like what you were saying, it's not copying. It's not plagiarism, but it is making
stealing.
Yeah, art out of stealing art. But at least they're stealing from themselves. You know. So yeah.
But I have a question for Hana. Hana, how do you do it? Like, there are days when you need to create music, or you need to create, because you do a lot of digital art for clients also, and sometimes of course you find yourself in a rut. How do you get inspired again? Like, when you and for those of you who are extremely talented pero down in the dumps na parang putya, parang writer's block ako mga 6 months na, and some of us don't have, you know, the luxury that John Mayer has, which is to really take time for his art. Sometimes we have to make time for our art. Paano yun pag wala kang inspiration?
Tinatry ko yung pag, kasi sometimes I feel extremes. As an artist, you feel extremes. You feel extremely happy or extremely sad. So, pagka extremely sad ako, mas kaya kong mag-make ng music.
Okay.
But I can't really make music when I'm happy.
Talaga? Why do you think so?
I don't know. I feel like I'm normal.
Parang kailangan mo ng emotional grit.
Oh my God. No, but that's true. This is the very qualifier of anything Filipino. If you look at the entertainment industry, ano yung sumisikat?
Yeah.
Yung extremes, extremely sad na kanta, Let Me Be the One, that will be. Tapos extremely happy, ni Pharrell. Yung mga movies, yung extremely morbid will always be remembered, like Saw, or yung extremely sad, like what's that black and white film and ni Steven Spielberg before?
Schindler's List.
Yeah, Schindler's List. Yeah, there. So these things will always go down in history as something, and that's why I think you are so relevant in the art, because you're not faking happy, you're not faking sad. It's actual emotion and relevance to what's happening.
And I think that's why art is so beautiful and music is so beautiful, because people know if you're lying to them. So people appreciate it when the artist makes their art, and you can see the emotions talaga in the creations that they have. But for you, Hana, like, who are your influences when it comes to music? Dami, no?
Oh.
Yung mga favorites
Well,
mo?
I really don't have one influence, but I like indie artists. I like local artists. I like Zion, my mentor. I like rap. So yun lang, I just listen to rap and hip-hop and R&B all the time. And it's not really the artist that influences me, it's more the music.
The kind of music that they play. It's funny because Hannah and I, sometimes we don't get to see each other a lot because of our schedules. But sakay siya sa kotse ko, sabi niya, oh, pinapakinggan mo rin pala yan. Tapos parehas pala tayo ng pinapakinggan na songs. So sometimes you realize that your friends, you and your friends, you kind of like the same things even when you're apart.
You're on the same wave.
Yeah.
You're on the same wave.
But for sorry, for starting artists like us when we were 16, what can you tell them in the world that is, you know, constantly trying to be relevant as an artist? What's the most important, or what's the best advice that you got, and what's the best advice that you can give?
Get your music out there, because the internet is a really big place. And a lot of people can hear your music. So just get your music out there, or your art.
That's the best advice you give. What's the best advice that you got before from your
Best
mentors?
advice? Nothing, just keep making music.
Just keep making music. Even when you, and that's what I also tell my friends. Even Talia, who is an extremely talented artist, I would tell her that sometimes you will create bad music. It's really gonna happen, you know. Everyone creates bad music. I'm sure John Lennon had songs that he didn't publish because it wasn't good. But then you create it, and then you continually create until you stumble upon something that's a gem. You gotta go through the racks before you get the gem. So,
Yep.
yeah. Chewy, as a music producer, what's it like working with artists? Diba? Kasi you have to do the technical side for music production. And then the artists have to deal with their art. How do you do it? How do you find and meet in the fine line between technicality and art?
Well, number one thing, if you want to be a successful producer, don't work with friends. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, you have to, if you do work with friends, kailangan may boundaries kayo na, pare, ito if I say you need to be in the studio, you need to be in the studio. Come to the studio prepared. Don't come to the studio and just start writing there, because, well, isipin mo, you're not, you guys don't have a funnel of money coming in all the time. Just pretend like you're paying for the studio with your own money, and you don't want to be wasting that money. We let them do their art by, well, basically, you tell me what you want it to sound like, and then, because my type of production is not like, I'm sure it's not like yours, Hannah, where you actually go out and make the beat and then make your own music. I can dictate how, well, you tell me what it sounds like now, and then you play it to me, and then I could be like, well, you know what, pare, why don't you add this, or why don't you do this to make it better? Yeah, so, you know, you don't want to step on toes. You need to be on the same wavelength like you two. It's always great to know each other even before you work, get into the same interests and stuff. Ano ba yung influences mo, pare? Pakita nga yung movie where you got this from, stuff like that. But on the technical side, yung talent ng talent, yung talent ng singer, whoever, kailangan mangibabaw yan. And then as a producer, just understand. Kasi at the end of the day, pag nag-flop yan, pangalan mo din nandun eh. So, isipin mo din in the future, less clients yan. Kasi they're like, wala naman yung ginagawa eh.
That's true. It makes sense. And we talk about music now and the arts, but this is basically just in general things that you can apply. Whatever talent you end up becoming, even if your talent is as an acrobat or as a producer like our producer Anchi, or as a tech dude like the people who are behind NMF TV, or as an artist like ourselves or hosts like ourselves. It is always important to what Hana said, is to keep practicing, keep creating whatever it is that you create as a talent. And also what Chewy says is to keep your relationships professional, at the same time considerate, because you don't want to be professional that's not kind. You want to be professional that's considerate, that hey, you know what, I'm going to be considerate of your time, I'm going to be professional about it, but I also will understand your process as an artist, which is what Chewy is talking about. So that is our topic, brought to us of course by John Robert Powers. Hopefully you guys are able to pick out some golden nuggets of wisdom. Nuggets, sorry. Not because of what I'm eating.
You got the golden nuts.
But before we say goodbye, Hana, where can they find you and your music?
You can find me at amplify.ph. Just search Hana ACBD.
Nice.
And your Twitter account?
It's all Hana CBD. HANA CBD.
See what you did there. So you didn't include the A
there.
na lang. Oh, galing ah.
Para diretso na siya.
Oo nga.
And also, Hana has an online shop. If you guys want to check out her clothes, it's Space Cakes PH. Siyempre kabisado.
Oh man, I can imagine the people by accident going there. Oh, this is a good one. Damn it.
And she creates, aside from creating her own art, illustrations and painting, she also creates her own clothes, guys.
Nice.
Can we just stop? Can we just like a moment of silence, please, for Hana Cabano?
I'm gonna kidnap her before she goes.
But yes, gigs, hopefully you can check out her website also, her social media accounts, to check out where you can find her and catch her next. But here is a treat for you. We're gonna have her play in the show in just a short while. But before we do that,
Yes,
there's something new that's happening in NMF TV.
Yes, your NMF TV programming will be shaken up by a brand new show. It's called On the Road. Here are some of our promotional photos. We can't tell you what's going on yet, but you do have to stick around. It'll be coming out really, really soon. Trust me, it's gonna be a hoot. Look at those legs. Yeah. All right.
Patty.
All right. Burger machine. Poop. Anyway, poo-poo head. All right, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in again this week. Thank you guys very much for coming back every week. Drag more of your friends over, and remember, you can watch us again, over and over again, through youtube.com/NMFTVYouth. Also, the iTunes podcast store. You just search the Riot.
And we'll catch you again next week. For tonight, though, thank you once again for hanging out with us. And right now, please welcome, as she performs her song,
Hey,
Hana
thank you.
ACBD.
Thank you, though. Thank you.
He had your eyes, he had your smile, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. The way he laughed, the way he cried, it reminded me of what used to be. And those times we'd be lying on our bed got me wishing if it was you instead. When his hands hold mine and when I hold back, got me thinking of all the things he lacked. Because I know deep inside it's not you, and my heart tells me that in fact it's true. I will only have second best. I will only have second best. when he'd take away all the pain still stays. And after all, it took time to fall for the second best. Here my heart will rest. And as I walk the aisle, I see your face. Got me crying 'cause it's not your lips I taste. When he held my hand and when I held back, got me thinking of all the things he lacked. Because I know deep inside it's not you. And my heart tells me that in fact it's true. I will only have second best. I will only have second best. Second best. Second best. Second best. Thank you.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.